Sorry, I just noticed the thumbnail of day 4.
I don't remember what the thumbnail of day 4 is. What is it?
That's when you got DC'd.
Oh, DC'd, and it's
The
just the yeah,
thumbnail is the scan and repair.
yeah, yeah.
That's good. Okay.
All right, guys, welcome to the stream. This is our
Oh,
third day streaming this weekend.
I didn't know where
Um,
we're going.
yeah, we're going.
Okay.
That last like 20 seconds was in the stream.
Oh, that's good. All right.
Yeah. So, this is our third day streaming this weekend. We're officially on day 8. Our record is 61 and 32. We've not had a properly working stream this weekend, so let's cross your fingers and hope this is the one. On Friday, we had an amazing stream. There's a lot of good content in there, but I messed up the audio, so you didn't hear a dingus for the entire episode. Yesterday, the stream was dropping frames, so we went to fix it, and it messed everything up. So we couldn't get to work again. So we're like, all right, we'll try again tomorrow. So today's tomorrow, and here we are.
Let's do it. I got nothing else. I got nothing else to say.
Yeah, sounds good. So we're gonna kill it. Yeah, if we drop frames again, I'm gonna cry, just because I don't know what else to do. But anyways, let's go. Let's get some gunfight going.
What's our goal? 75?
Sure.
75 in today?
Yeah. We need to make up for yesterday.
Yep.
Activision. This is my plea.
Sucks?
Please put regular gunfight back in the game.
Yeah.
Please. That's all I ask.
Who
can keep
cares
OSP
about
in.
OSP?
You can keep OSP in if you want, but just give me a regular gunfight back.
I hate the fact that on some maps, especially shipment, where the gun I pick up initially is a basilisk, and the gun they pick up is like a Bass P.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna win that gunfight.
Yeah.
Rarely gonna win the gunfight. I'm not that good. So it's like, just, I don't know. I just don't like it as much.
But it's all PC today, baby. All PC.
I'm starting to figure out on most of these maps. Shipment I still can't figure out, but where all the good guns are.
Yeah.
Like, I avoid
Blacksite has pretty good guns.
Blacksite's good.
Most of the time.
Blacksite's good. I run straight for the SMG. There's always an SMG right outside of Broken that I go.
Yeah.
Can we shut up that cat? Did you hear the cat meow?
No, I didn't.
It's in like 6 of these maps now. I hear this cat screaming.
Oh, heard the cat now. It's off to my right.
He's in mid?
Yeah, courtyard. Dude, my game is lagging today.
Your game is lagging? He's on me? Oh, he is looking mid outside of Broken. Holy. Did he hear you? Because that was crazy ears, if he did.
No say.
Yeah.
Okay, I just... Oh, we kill traded. Come on, man.
Nice trade, he said.
Nice trade.
That's good.
You know, something that I'm realizing about a camera placement is that, like, for the gameplay, it's really good, but it covers up the chat, which isn't that big of a deal, but the other side covers up
oh, the score.
The score, yeah.
Wow, he's pushing. One's in blue, one's pushing bottom 10. They're both going to be pushing you.
Damn, homie. Damn.
That was
the bait and switch.
Death. Yep. That was an absolutely crazy death, because I just saw both of them last second.
Yeah.
Panicked. No sniper. My favorite gun in the game. Bottom 10 with a sniper. Both bottom 10 now. One is a sniper.
What the fuck was that
That was a
lag,
little.
dude?
That was a little lag on that one. That didn't look good. Oh,
Dude, I'm on
let's hope.
Ethernet. I'm on Ethernet.
Let's hope that fixes itself. Nice. Stairs? Okay. I didn't expect to kill him that clean.
Yeah. A little bit of a headshot.
A little bit of headshot with the Vaz.
Okay, let's
Ooh,
see what
should
I can do
use the
here.
SPR? I'm gonna use the SPR.
Oh,
Peek!
I got
Peek
impatient.
me!
Oh, mid and courtyard. Running into our spawn. Right there. Nice! Nice!
Oh, I'm so glad I picked up that Vaz.
Yeah, that was lit. That was a good play.
That was nice. Starting out strong. I'm feeling good today.
You know, I don't mind the courtyard call out, but I wanna make sure it doesn't actually like have a name.
Oh, an actual name, yeah.
Dude, ruins is called interrogation rooms.
I'm not gonna call it that.
I'm not gonna call it that either. Oh no. Whoa. And tin is called cells.
I'm not gonna call it that either. Oh,
Dude was sound horning me the entire way. That's
he
annoying.
was. He was sitting mid, just sound horn. There's the cat.
What the fuck? How did I not kill him? Damn, homie, running into her spawn. Ruin side. I don't think we're gonna win this game.
That guy was sitting on stairs the entire time. Oh, okay. Should we just not push? If they're not
Yeah,
gonna
let's
push?
not push. Yeah, let's not push.
That's frustrating. I'm gonna just get this SMG and then run back.
Top 10.
Yep. Nicely done.
Shooting his feet though.
I'm still not gonna push.
Courtyard.
It really like challenging you.
Yeah.
Look at that. Why would you do that? When your teammate just dies in that same exact spot from a sniper.
Yeah, don't peek. Little
Yeah.
pro tip. For anybody that's watching this, pro tip. If your
Little pro
teammate
tip.
dies to a sniper, don't peek the spot he just died at.
That exact spot. Oh, he hurt me really good. I can bait for you. Oh, he's courtyard in that cheeky corner to the right. Oh.
Damn, that hurts.
Yeah. Okay. 61-33.
Gotta pull up the stupid win counter here.
I feel like I kind of want to play the same. No, I don't want to play the same guys. I don't want to play people that sound whore.
It's just that one
might-
guy that does. The Anvil
just-
guy
yeah.
didn't. Is the Fire something or other. Whatever his name was. Fire Geek.
You had a good game though.
Yeah, it's alright.
Oh,
Did-
we're playing Anbo again, but this time Feral Viper.
Good, good.
Okay. On Exhibit, which it's growing on me. I didn't like Exhibit right away, but it's growing on me.
Yeah.
Also, coming up later this stream, tier list of all the gunfight. Are we doing that, or are we doing a separate video? I don't
I don't really care. We can just do it. It doesn't matter. At this
know.
point, it's become a fucking legend. We just need to fucking do it.
We can't do it. Okay, we'll do it. Yeah, when we're done here. Let's say we'll end the stream with a tier list.
Cross our fingers.
We're gonna forget.
Yeah.
I figure what type of player is this guy? Does he go bushes or just peek mid? Let's find out. Those bushes. He's gonna be left bush.
I'm the bushman on our side. Whoa, mid, running into our spawn.
FNA, that scared me. Oh, you can see me flinch.
Little cheek, man. It's annoying as shit.
Oh, dude, I wonder if you can see me jump. Oh, oh God, that scared me so much. Oh, it's just a bunch of glass shattered in front of my face. Oh God. Oh, he's mid. He's in our corner bush. So to your right. Yeah, I don't know what to
Good
call
call
that.
out.
I don't know
Corner
what
bush
that
worked,
was.
to be honest.
Corner bush works. Okay. I'm cool with yeah. All right.
Gotta get this Betty.
Oh, I don't want a single burst lockman.
Fuck, dude, he just pushes every time. He's in our spawn. In the grass side. Jesus, man.
I don't know. I didn't. I actually trust myself more with the sniper than with that single burst lockman, but
Yeah.
we don't need to talk about that snapshot grenade. I think I must be somewhere in there. Yeah. All right.
Nice.
I got impatient, but then he switched guns right as I appeared. That was COD timing.
Yeah.
Good guns here. Oh my God. Left stairs. Pushing me? He's in our spawn, ran back. Ooh.
This fucking lag, man.
Oh, he jumped out. He's gonna be our side, back in our spawn now. Oh,
Damn, homie.
I think he saw a shadow.
Yeah, probably.
Never mind. Okay. Man, that dude's been playing really good last 2 rounds. Whoa, hang on here. He's gonna be mid, like head glitch.
Whoa! How'd it get
Holy
there?
crap.
The fuck?
Holy crap.
This guy's a fucking cheek, man.
I don't know if I'm... This guy's confusing me. First guy. Keeps peeking at the perfect moments. Alright. I'm okay. Oh, I want that sniper. Should I get it? Is it too stupid?
He's mid, running left side peak. Just right side peak. I meant. Damn.
Yeah. Oh, it's the stupid pistol too. That was dumb of me. I should have just picked up a sub. I don't know what I was thinking there. Oh, he's a... Oh my god. God dang it. They pushed through mid.
Not a good start to the day.
Oh, it's really not a good start. I feel like we're not like playing that bad. We're just matching up against really good people.
Yeah.
High level people as well.
I don't like the lag that I'm getting.
Oh, you're still getting some lag?
Yeah. I don't know if it's the internet connection or if it's my game that's lagging. I can't really tell.
Yeah, that's not going to be fun.
I wonder if I can pop on the little frame rate thing. Frame rate.
What'd you just say? Rain freight?
No, frame weight.
Frame weight. How heavy is the frame?
I don't really know. Dude, what the fuck? I don't really know where that is in the settings, though, I'm gonna be honest.
All right, we're playing a controller guy. We can do this. This is the one. We're getting our first win of the day here.
If you
Little
really
bounce back game.
want to run.
But you can't sing. We're gonna get copywritten.
Yeah, I know.
This guy's level
Bop.
104.
Bop.
He's level 104.
Bop.
He's playing a controller. Whichever one of us matches up against him is gonna have a good game.
They picking you at all? Oh, top 10. Oh, bottom 10 and top 10. One of them's courtyard. Oh, damn. Very different. Blue container. Oh, no. Damn.
Woo! Got me for a second. All right, here we go.
What the fuck? Courtyard. Blue container. Thank you.
Whew.
Really had him occupied.
Yeah, you did. I tried wallbanging blue container and then he ran out. I'm just glad I didn't pick up a Fennec. I god dang hate the Fennec. For what it is.
He's cheeky corner.
Cheekies.
Nope, not cheeky corner. He's in ruins. Running. Okay.
Whew. Having a game.
I'm 1-3. You're 5-0. Thanks for the carry. Appreciate
That's
it.
all right. Thanks for the call out.
Yeah. Running into bottom tin. Oh boy.
Top 10 got him.
Running into ruins. Nope, he's laying next to van. Other side of van.
Oh man.
Nice. Continue the streak.
Let's go. If I missed that first shot, I was gonna pick up that shotgun and just bum rush him.
Yeah.
Speaking of bum rush, watch this round. This was gonna be good.
Fuck me, dude.
He was ready for the bum rush.
305.
Ugh.
1 kill.
You're not Goose.
I know. He didn't peek me. Fuck me, dude. He's cheeky corner. That's a good shot.
Oh, what the fuck? What happened there? None of my shots hit. What was that? I don't know what.
What the fuck?
I don't know what. I lost my mind. Oh,
Oh,
my
were you
God.
toying with that first guy on purpose?
Yeah.
Okay. I
Should
was
do.
gonna freak out if you didn't see him. Damn, homie. Damn, I tried to sneak it over.
Oh no.
God, this fucking lag, dude.
Oh.
I can't, man. I'm gonna try going into performance mode on Streamlabs and see if it's my game that's lagging.
Oh, I got sniped bottom 10. He's peeking bottom 10 again.
Jesus Christ, I didn't even see him.
They were ready for that.
I saw his red dot above his head at the last second, and then that was it.
Ooh, really, really wishing I got that kill right about now.
Jesus,
Jeez.
man.
I don't know what happened on that one. Oh my God, it just didn't hit shots. Oh, it's gonna be 3 losses in a row. Unless we can clutch up here.
Damn, I'm 2-9 right now.
It's the first 3 games on, you know.
Okay, got that guy.
cheeky corner. Not cheeky corner, running into ruins. Run into our spawn.
Oh.
Ran into ruins and ran outside ruins to mid lane and hooked around, but I heard him the whole time. I also only had like 4 bullets, so that wasn't the smartest
Risky.
move. Yeah, that was risque. Let me just get this first snipe. Oh, he's not here.
I just saw a shadow. I'm just laying down in ruins right now.
I'm in blue.
Right.
One of them's a cheeky corner, I think. I got a heartbeat sensor. But let's just hold it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna jump on. Oh, he jumped on!
Fuck
God
me, dude.
dang it! That was the worst timing.
Ugh.
Ugh. That's 61-35.
Yikes.
I still feel like we're not playing bad.
I don't know.
I don't
This lag is really getting to me.
Yeah,
Alright,
the
I gotta
lag sucks.
let the puppy out real quick, and then I'll be back. So entertain the stream
Yep.
for a second.
Don't know how.
Alright,
Don't know
sounds
how to
good.
do that. Okay, okay. Got it. Oh, man. Not a good start. Not a good start. 61-35. We can still get 14 wins, though. That's no problem. What is this bundle? Carbon Blade? Oh. I feel like COD sucks with the bundles this year. Like this Demon Deer thing. I don't like the Carbon Blade. Looks like a copy of. Yeah, this is just a copy and paste of Adam. Except instead of gold, it's red. And then you can play as Kevin Durant or Neymar or Messi or Paul Pogba. Like, I don't understand what the point
Okay,
of
I'm
this is.
back.
Do you know what the point of adding celebrities in Call of Duty is? Like, why did they add Kevin Durant?
Just publicity?
Publicity for who? Kevin Durant?
No, for COD.
For COD. So Kevin
Yeah.
Durant would post like, "Hey, use me in Call of Duty."
No, it's more like just like the star power type of thing,
Uh,
where like people see it and then they go tell their friends, "Yo, Kevin Durant's in Call of Duty," and people are like, "What? No way!" You know?
because I I they added when they added Snoop Dogg and Vanguard, it was just the most annoying thing because it was just you'd play in a lobby of like you just playing like a regular hardpoint game, and you're playing
hmm
against like 6 Snoop Dogs, and you're just like, what, like like what is happening?
Yeah,
I like the Snoop Dogg voice. What game was that? Where you can have the
that was
Snoop Dogg
Ghosts.
voice? That was Ghost. Okay, that was
Yeah,
cool. Wasn't there another voice in there?
yeah, they had a couple. I
There
don't
was like a.
remember what they were,
I feel
but
like one of them was a comedian. I feel like I don't know why I wanted to say Ken Jeong, but they had like a.
I'm not gonna lie, I think it was. I
That
gotta
would have been.
Google this.
That would be awesome. They had
What's
some. They had a comedian, and then they
new
had
Ghosts voice
Snoop
voice
Dogg.
packs?
I don't remember what else they had. But that was cool. I just don't really feel like playing as these characters. I don't know.
Oh, I guess the voice packs were just Snoop Dogg and Drill Instructor. I felt like there was
Oh,
more.
I thought there was some. Maybe it was in a different game. Maybe
Oh
it
yeah.
wasn't Ghost then.
Yeah. Uh oh. Oh, I forgot I was playing. It was Infinite Warfare. They had uh, Grandma Knows Best, Ken Jeong, Method Man, and Aussie Man reviews.
Did Aussie Man?
Yeah, dude.
All right.
Yeah. Cap. Let's do this.
There it is.
Got him.
Now we're playing.
Now we're playing.
A little wall bang. Ooh.
Dude was being a little cheek on that head glitch, so I had to show him who's boss.
Hate that head glitch. Hate that head glitch. I'm still trying to figure out the best counter for that head glitch.
Wall banks. Oh, the F-tac, gross. Come and get it. Oh, he's running out to grass.
He's in the back head glitch.
Damn. Head glitch is still there. I killed Spawn.
Jesus, I can't hit him off that head glitch. They're the entire game. Oh my god. Why does it look like I was shooting at the sky in that?
Kind of were, to be honest with you.
God dang it. Oh.
M16 here.
Wow, your guy's in the back. Pushing left side down.
Jesus. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Yep.
What? How did he get past my Betty, man? This was bad Betty placement.
Oh, okay. My guy really likes just pushing. Hate it. It's super aggressive.
Uh-oh.
That he's just on left bush. Eddie. Was your lag getting better?
No, not at all.
Okay. Okay. I was trying to get some positivity in here, man. He's running mid now. Wow.
Still on that stupid head glitch, man.
I hate that so much. I hate that head glitch. How do we counter this?
You have to get close to them.
So like a mid?
Yeah, you
A mid run?
Long gunfire will not do anything against that head glitch. None of these guns are accurate enough.
Do it, he's just on that head glitch. Ah, dang. Ah, dang, I hated that.
Alright. 61-36. On a 5
Dude.
losing streak.
My guy just runs straight to the bushes. That's unbelievable. It's like me playing Fortnite back in like 2016.
Yeah.
Just go for a bush and you just sit there the entire time. You don't move. Oh.
Also,
Oh, that
Fortnite
one.
came out in 2017, just a heads up.
Dude, that's how ahead of the curve I was. I invented the bush game. Dude, I was such a prick. Oh, I was such a prick in Fortnite.
Yeah.
It literally, like, my cousin and I would play. We each had a bush that we would land in. Well, we would land outside, right outside Tilted, grab a gun, Then there's 2 bushes outside of Tilted towards the center of the map, and we would just hide there and we just pick people off.
Gotcha.
Every game, we'd grab one gun, run to the bush, and lay in it.
Okay, so it is my game that's lagging because I'm getting 20 frames right now.
Oh God.
Yeah.
So how do we fix that?
I probably need to restart my PC, but
How many losses are we at? If we reach
36.
if we reach 40
40.
losses, I think we
Without
need
a
to
win.
cut and do the
Yeah.
tier list.
Yeah. I agree.
I think my guy's top, our side. Oh, top kitchen. Store. That's the call out. Yep, top store jumped down on me. Oh,
Oh my
that
goodness.
guy's insane. Why are we playing these high level dudes? Like everybody we're playing, I feel like is like level 500 or higher.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not. Okay. All right. Here we go.
Mid peak.
Top hookah.
He
Got him.
ran into his spawn. I think he might be rug.
Oh,
No.
he's back hookah, I think.
Was back
No, he's
hookah?
bottom. He's bottom hookah.
Bottom hookah? Okay.
Yep.
Oh, dude, I heard him last second. Oh my god, dude.
Was he? What was he? Was he going for a fin? No. Okay, he just climbed up. I didn't know if he was trying to sneak up behind you, go for a finishing move, or no. He was just switching guns.
Barely heard him. I barely heard him.
We quit with the M16s.
Water.
I guess top hookah.
Okay. He can top hookah. I don't see him.
Hear him. He might be back hookah now.
Do you see water?
Nope. He went back into his spawn. Oh, got water.
Are you on wall?
Yeah, he's top hookah.
He's still top hookah? Okay.
Yep.
Why are you jumping down, homie? Oh my god! God, they play aggressive, man.
They play aggressive. Okay. I'm gonna try to beat him. Top. Across the way. Do it with a freaking Fennec, though.
Guessing either basket or junk.
I'm looking down junk. I don't see junk. If they're both, they gotta be basket then.
What the fuck?
Oh my god, they did
What
that
was that flash?
so perfectly. They're just camping flag. Oh my god.
Yo, well, how much damage did I do on that first hit on that second guy? Do you know?
No.
I'm gonna look back at stream on that because I feel like I probably did enough damage where I could have just not repeat that.
Yeah. I think you did. That's alright.
Alright, I'm going top hookah.
Oh,
he's top fucking store. Damn it.
Jesus. We're getting humbled today.
We are getting humbled today. Yes, we are.
This Yeah, but this guy goes top every time, so. Well, except for 2 rounds ago. Take that back.
Okay, mid peak. Oh, fucking top hookah.
Is he up top?
Yeah, he was up top.
Oh,
So that was they were top hookah and top store.
God. Oh, this is not good. Okay, I'm gonna pray that this guy doesn't peek mid, so that I can get the jump on top.
I'm gonna stay on junk for a second, see if I can.
At top.
I shot his falling body on wall. That's kind of funny.
Back in his spawn. Water tower now.
No. Okay. Well, we got 2 rounds on him. I'll take that.
Yeah. All right. Whoever is on mid lane side needs to run up to top. I think you need to get that gun and just run top and sit there.
Okay. Damn. Mid peak and top store. Got top store. Mid peak ran back to basket.
Oh, he's back basket now. There it is.
All right, that's
There
3
it is.
rounds. Okay, I'll take
Yep.
that.
Yep, it's beating that guy, that first guy, to the top.
Yeah.
But now I feel like they're gonna do a mid peak.
Yeah.
Oh, they're not. Yep, they did. They did a delayed mid.
Whoa, top store.
Oh man.
Well, I wouldn't even. That's fine. I'll take that.
It's
We were getting smacked.
642 damage.
All right, that's
Ugh.
37 now. That sucks.
61 and 37. Ah. I called it too. I knew they were gonna do a mid peak, and then I just got too impatient.
Yeah. Here it is.
I don't even know what map to like cheer for anymore. Like shipment, we haven't had a shipment in a while.
Yeah, I'll take a shipment.
Maybe we just got to mix things up. That was rough. Okay. This is this has been by far the hardest day.
Yeah.
What are
Well,
we? 0-6?
yeah, 1-6.
Oof. Okay. I'm gonna go top top store. Is that what we call it, store?
Yeah, top store. Yeah.
Top store. Okay, I'm gonna call yeah, I'm gonna go top store there. Dude, you like do you have like a bunch of keychains? Why do you it's like Santa Claus every time you crouch. The jingle bells. You're mid? Tower, water tower. Hey.
I'll
Okay,
take that.
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good about this one. We're playing guys who are level high 100s, not high 500s. We can win this one. That guy doesn't know what he's doing. I don't know where he is. I think he's still back
Gotta be
basket. Rug, yeah.
Basket, whatever.
Yeah, he was. He was. He was. I was giving him a little pop. I didn't even see him. I was just shooting the wall. That's basket, right? The other spawn's rug.
Yeah, I think that's
Okay.
basket.
Okay. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
this
this
is
is
rug.
rug.
Okay.
Yeah, because you were looking at a basket when you said rug.
Got it. That makes sense. Back kitchen, not kitchen store. Bad call outs. You guys made he's climbing up this ladder. Thank you.
Yeah, sure.
And thank you. I don't know why I want to call that kitchen for some reason. Not, it's a store.
Yeah, it's store.
Yeah. I get peaks mid every time, so I'm just gonna ready for that.
Oof. Oof.
He's top. Oh, he's not top. He's bottom hookah. My bad.
Well, no, I saw him on time. I just don't know how I didn't kill him.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. That was weird.
That's alright. That's alright. They can get one. Run into our spawn tower.
Oh,
Holy
tower.
crap.
Jesus Christ. Jesus, man.
I was waiting to go for the finishing move, but he just
Yeah.
wouldn't. He wouldn't do it. My guy runs mid every time. Like, he doesn't hide behind a head glitch. He runs mid every time, so I can just... Oh, he didn't do it this time.
Yeah.
Bottom? Guys, bottom and basket.
Oh, shit. Jesus, man.
Oh!
Ugh.
What was that noise? Ugh.
I don't know why, but I was fully expecting him to be like left side hookah, not
Yeah.
like in that corner hookah.
I wasn't ready for him to be ready for you.
Yeah.
I'll throw in some decoys just to mess him up.
I'm going top store.
What? Is your mic cutting out? What's happening here?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, indeed.
Am I back now?
You're back.
The stream is completely disconnected. And I'd lagged out. I basically lagged out of the game, but I'm still in it.
Oh, no.
So I'm getting client lag and server lag now.
Oh, this might have to be the end.
Ugh.
Water tower? By the way, when you froze, you were like prone. They killed you and shot your body.
Gotcha.
Bad insult to injury. They
Gotcha.
decided to shoot your body as you're frozen.
Uh-oh, it's happening again.
A little upset there.
It's happening again. You're gonna have to carry this round.
Oh my god. You got me. Oh!
How?
Oh.
How? How?
Dude, I don't know how you did that. I mean, I heard him a lot, but you got a nice headshot on him.
Cat.
Oh, we gotta win. Do we end it with Call of Duty there?
Yeah, let's do a tier list.
Let's do the tier list. Oh man. Okay.
So
Call of Duty Gunfight tier list coming up.
Do you want to send me the link for the tier list?
Yes, sir. Once to find it. Let's see.
Because I need to open that before I can switch the scenes, obviously.
Oh, Suja, okay. Let me get that going. I gotta log in my account. Hey, okay, sweet. Link is being sent via Discord. Bam. Look at that cover, by the way. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that cover. Oh, it's pristine.
Call of Duty Gunfight.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna switch the scenes over here to.
We got a cool scene animation.
We don't have a cool scene animation.
Got like a transition.
Yeah.
Okay.
I probably have it in a thing that I have. I just haven't set it up yet.
Mm-hmm.
So. Oh, awkward. Don't mind this, guys. There we go. Settings. Oh, that wasn't even the right thing. Oops. Okay, window capture. We're gonna go. Chrome exe. Perfect. Done. All right, we're gonna switch over to that right now, and then we're gonna turn off the gunfight wins here and go over to the window capture. Here we go. Tier list, baby. Let's go. Wait, what happened? I can't hear your audio now. It's not coming through the stream either. Nothing. Oh. Hello?
It was muted. Yeah, I muted my mic. I muted my mic for a second. To be fair, quicker than previous times.
Why is it not the first thing you check?
I don't know. I've muted a lot too.
Why did you turn off your headset and turn it back on before you just click the mute button?
I don't know. I turned it all off.
Just click the mute button.
I don't know why. I don't know. I also changed. I also like changed my my mic on the thing on Streamlabs too. Oh man.
Okay.
I also okay. So I also have a different tab open with the gunfight like map layouts. Would it be helpful to share this link with you as well or not?
I don't really know, to be honest, right?
Yeah.
Um,
It does help me kind of remember like everything about the map, but I don't know.
Yeah, go ahead and send it to me, but I'm not gonna
Okay.
show it on stream. I'm just gonna
Got it.
use it
Just
from
for your
my
reference, okay.
reference, yeah.
Yep. I
Cause
guess this is only for MW on this one.
gotcha.
Which, by the way, you have to scroll past the multiplayer maps and the night vision maps. to get to the gunfight maps, but like there was a just pissed off about how many like maps that we I think took for granted a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
Like Condor Hideout, like I would love to play on that map again.
Yeah.
Oh, Cheshire. Anyway, we're not here to rank multiplayer maps. We're here to rank gunfight maps. So
Hmm.
shall we get started? Sorted
No, hold on,
alphabetically.
hold on one
Okay.
second.
We shall not.
We're gonna
We
do like I'm gonna do like a whole intro thing because I'm gonna take this out of
you
the
too.
stream and make it
Yep.
into a video.
Yep.
We're
Yep.
gonna do a whole intro stream, but intro thing, but I'm just
Yep.
gonna I gotta close COD real quick so then there's no lag.
That would help.
Yeah.
You imagine you lag out of tier list.
Right.
tier
Yeah.
you lag out of tiermaker.com.
Yeah. Okay. And then I just gotta copy the link. Whoops. Copy link here. Boom. Paste that into Chrome on this
Should
side.
we change the title of the live stream?
No.
Is that okay? I didn't know if that was
I mean,
possible to
we
do.
we can, but um, it's not like the same how it works on Twitch. So
Ah,
it wouldn't make sense to, because it's gonna change the thing for the entire thing, and yeah, and then
that's
like
all
the
right. Yeah.
VOD is gonna be called that. Yeah, it's just yeah, whatever.
All right.
Okay, Modern Warfare maps, gunfight maps. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, so we'll go alphabetically, and then I will tell you when we're gonna get started here.
Yep. We should do so. We're gonna order it S. Do we want S through D or do we want an F tier? Nah, I think D's fine.
No, D's fine. Yeah.
D's fine. And then I feel like we should sort it in the tiers, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like left being the best, right being the worst in that tier.
Yep.
All right.
Okay, let's get started. I'll do an intro.
Quiet
Hey
on
guys.
set.
Oh fuck. How ironic was that when you say quiet on set as I'm getting started? Fucking
All right.
twat.
Go for it. Go for it.
Okay. Hey guys, welcome to the video. Today we're going to be doing a Call of Duty gunfight maps. Dude, did you just fucking take a swig as I'm starting?
I did.
Can you pull
I
it
did.
together, my guy?
I did as a joke. I wanted to see if you could hear it. Could you hear it?
Yeah, I could absolutely hear it. It was a slurp. It was a
I tried to make
full-on
it loud.
slurp.
Tried to make it loud. Okay.
Yeah.
All
Okay,
right.
let's
I'm gonna
do this
mute my
again.
mic and then forget to unmute it when we
Don't
start
no,
the
just
video.
keep it unmuted. Just don't
Okay.
fucking. No funny business here. No funny
Okay.
business.
Okay. All right. All right. I'm ready.
You sure?
Yeah, that was the
Okay.
action thing.
All
What
right.
is that thing
Let's do it.
called? All right. Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Let's
I
do
don't
it.
know. All right. Hey guys, welcome to the video. Today we're going to be doing a Call of Duty gunfight maps tier list. We're doing all of the gunfight maps. So we're going to start off with the MW19. Obviously, the first game that had gunfight, we're going to start off with MW19, and then we're just going to go in alphabetical order from there. Yeah, you got any input, Dingus? What do you think? What's your first thoughts on this?
First thoughts is they need to add more gunfight maps immediately to MW2
I agree.
because I didn't realize how many gunfight maps they actually had in
In the other
MW.
games.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially MW after looking at this.
Right.
Second of all, you can notice it's MW, it's Cold War, and then it's MW2. No
Yes.
Vanguard, because Vanguard decided to do a stupid game mode that nobody played. So,
Which was not gunfight.
oh, dude, that sucked.
Yes.
That was a terrible game mode. That was a bust. But yeah,
I mean, I can say it all I want. I did not play Vanguard, so I don't know. Actually I did play Vanguard a little bit. I bought it
yep.
when it was on sale like in November of last year or whatever. I don't know, maybe it's the summer, I don't remember, but I played a couple games, but I never played that game mode. So
I played full cycle. all the
Yep.
way through. I was playing League play, all of that. I tried to play their own gunfight version, which I forgot what it was even called, and it was the worst thing ever. So, at least glad gunfight's back, in this game. But because we're doing that road to 1,000 gunfight wins,
Yep.
uh, it's I think we should kind of compare the MW2 maps to the previous CODs, and I'm kind of excited to see where we place them because I haven't really thought about this too much
Right.
about like where a lot of these maps are going to be, in contrast to other games. So
Yeah.
I'm ready.
All right, let's get started. So, first map is going to be Isle 9 from Modern Warfare.
Ooh,
Um,
season 3
Now, yeah, it
is
was
when it came
season
out.
3. You think about this, you can't help but think about what was the store called?
Oh,
Superstore?
Atlas. Yeah,
Atlas.
Atlas
Atlas
Superstore.
Superstore. You can't help but think about Atlas and how shit of a map that was.
That was a terrible map.
So that already puts a stain on Isle 9.
Yep.
But solely as a gunfight map, it was pretty mid tier, I'd say.
Yeah,
It wasn't god awful, like some of the other maps on this list. Um, but it definitely wasn't like god tier. So
I think there was I think I hated this map more than you did. Um, just because to me it felt like a race to the head glitches. Um,
it definitely was,
yeah,
but it was very sniper friendly, which I enjoyed.
it that's true. When you did get a sniper and you got to the head glitch first, it was actually pretty fun.
Yes.
Uh, I feel like it's a pretty strong contender for a C tier.
C tier?
Yeah,
I
but
was
I
gonna
don't
go
know.
B tier, but
You were gonna go
leaning
B tier,
more towards the end of B tier, so I'll put it at
end
C
of B.
tier. We could put it at the top of C.
Okay, we could put it top of
Yeah,
C, and
we'll
then
put it
so
top of C.
we'll rank all of these first, and while
Yeah,
we're ranking them, we're kind of gonna rank them in their individual tiers as well, and then at
yeah,
the end we'll just kind of go through and make changes if necessary.
yeah.
Sweet. All right.
All right, let's go Atrium next. Um, this was a season 1 map in Modern
Season
Warfare
one. Yep.
19. Came in pretty quick. This one wasn't very big and there wasn't a lot of cover. It was more just like a lot of people would play Race to the Middle or go to
Mm.
the outskirts of the map. So it was interesting and dynamic. It was kind of a different style of gunfight, if you kind of think about it. And there was a I don't know if this was like a glitch or this was intended for a while,
I
but for a
I know
while
exactly what you're talking
you could
about.
shoot through the, well, I guess it wouldn't have been a glitch because they probably intended it to be that way. It
Yeah,
just didn't, they didn't intend the outcome, but you could
it
shoot
was.
through
Yeah,
the
it
little
was dumb.
hole and kill people off of the spawn.
I
um
I still remember the first time where that happened to us,
mhm,
where I think we're playing a 3v3 snipers only,
yeah,
and whoever's on the other side of there's just this tiny little square in the middle
yeah,
where if you crouch down, you can shoot them in the genitals basically and kill them right off the rip. That sucked, but I think after they fixed that, I
yeah,
enjoyed it a lot more. Uh, I as a just kind of like up close fighter, kind of
mhm.
up close play style that I use, I actually kind of liked Atrium. Um,
I think for me
if if
it's gonna be kind of like a B tier map.
yeah, I think a B tier is pretty fair. Um, yeah, it's like if you're having a good day and if you can play, that map is pretty good. But if you're just
Yeah,
playing some absolute tryhards, it cannot be fun a lot of the
yep,
time, especially if they just run mid with the
yeah,
shotgun because that sucks. But overall, I think I like this kind of the symmetry. And even though it is small, there was still room to adapt on the map. Like you were still able to change your play style based on your opponents. So if they're hitting you off the rip on the outside lane, you can kind of cut in. I always like to slide right next to that wall in mid, and that kind of gives you a different angle there. So I think a B tier is pretty fair.
All right, let's go to the next one, Bizarre. I think you liked this map a lot more than I did.
Yeah, I mean I
I
like
I
it.
did not like this map very much.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Not because it was a necessarily a bad map, but I personally did not like this. This is like, if you think about it, it's like an inverted king
Mm,
map. Like king, it's elevated in the middle, Bazaar is elevated on the
yeah,
sides.
yep.
Um, and I did not enjoy the dynamic of this map very much. It was very satisfying when you got snipers or, like marksman rifles, and you could kill people off the rip on the spawn, because everybody
Yep.
wants to peek that. Everybody wants that
Under the
first kill
bridge.
right away. Yeah, everybody wants that.
Yeah.
So you both teams would peek under the bridge right there, and you could pick people off like that. That was fun. I did not like the dynamic of the elevated sides. I just didn't like it very
Mm.
much. So this was not one of my favorite maps. But I can respect the design of the map. So again, this is more of a mid-tier map to me. Um,
Yeah, yeah, I put it pretty much the same level as Atrium. But I can see what you mean by opposite of King. It does
yeah,
feel like if the sides are more elevated, it kind of just screws whoever tries to go in the mid lane. Later in the game, like right off the rip, if you peek that mid lane and get a kill, that's fine. But after a couple of seconds when the enemy has that power position in the top two lanes, you cannot go in mid. Otherwise, you're just going to get picked out and it's hard to kill them. So
right.
it's
And
really just
and
a,
that
a control for that.
the bridge in the middle too was a big, like,
Yeah.
power play. Like you
Yeah.
could, if you went up there, you could really do a lot of damage.
hmm
So
I I would say I would still put a B tier, but lower than Atrium. But I feel like you might have a different opinion.
yeah, it's a C tier map for me.
Okay. I would be willing to put it C tier above Isle 9
Okay, I can do
if
that.
that's cool with you. All
That
right.
is cool with me. Cargo is next. Um, this is a very interesting map. Um, I don't think it's one that I enjoyed very much.
No, no, no. Right when yeah, I don't know if you saw my face there, but right when you said cargo, I was just like, ugh.
Yeah. This was another
There's a
one
lot of
that
things
had
to hate.
elevated sides. There's a lot of
Yep.
commotion going on in the middle, and it kind of forced you. There was like the two, like, absolute side lanes, which were the top kind of catwalks, and then there was the two kind of like middle side lanes,
Yeah, with the
um
container and the
with
boxes on
yeah,
the
with
other
the
side.
container and the boxes, which is that's where a lot of the action would happen, in those middle side lanes right there.
Yep.
Because they were really big choke points on that map.
hmm
And if you just go anywhere in the middle, essentially you're dead, because
Yeah.
you're visible from anywhere on the map. Like if you're anywhere on the side lanes or the middle side lanes, you can see everything in the middle, and anybody in that area is just gonna die. Um,
There
so
was it was a really camp heavy map for
it
me.
was a very
Uh,
camp heavy map.
Yeah. Because you can just camp like those side lanes that you talked about. You can just sit in
Hmm.
a corner and you'll be able to hear if the opponent runs on the top edge because it's
Yeah.
metal, so you can just hear those loud footsteps. Otherwise, if they do go on that elevated mid lane or the kind of side lanes, you can just
Hmm.
pick them off because they're just hiding in the corner. So I it, there's been a lot of occasions where we play more aggressive than most people in gunfight.
Yeah.
So there's been so many occasions where we're running forward and we just get picked off because they're just sitting in the corner, just pre-aimed.
Yeah. Um, I think this is a bottom C tier map. I don't think it's quite D tier, because there's some other maps on here that
hmm
are solid D tier maps, like no question D tier maps.
Yeah, and we'll get to those.
And we'll get to those. So I think Cargo is more of like a bottom C tier.
Yeah, I agree with the C tier. Um, I mean, I like it a little better than Aisle 9 maybe, but I think you disagree. I put them pretty much the same, so I'm willing to put Cargo below Aisle 9
Okay.
as the worst map so far.
All right, we have Docks, which, if
Hey.
you know us, this is our favorite gunfight map in gunfight history.
Yeah,
So we're just gonna
it's
put
not
it
even
in
close.
S tier automatically.
Yep.
Um, yeah, it is just an overall balanced map. Like,
Mhm.
um, very symmetrical. I mean, something that I have a gripe with the other maps that this map also kind of does is those elevated side lanes, but this map does it in a way where it's not like intrusive, if that makes sense. Like
Yeah, it's
there's
harder.
ways where you can get around that.
Yeah,
Like for example, like Cargo, even though it has those elevated side lanes, the reason why that's so powerful is because you're up there, you can see anything on the map
it's
apart
open.
from the spawns.
Yeah.
With docks, there's a lot of ways that you can escape the view of those top like elevated side lanes.
Mhm.
So, like for example, you can go down under like in that like drainage
Yep.
area, or you can hug the center under the bridge, or go into the doors to kind of pull up like to flank anybody who's on those elevated sidelines. It gives you options to counter um those
Just kind of the
players that
yeah.
elevate the sidelines.
Yep.
Another strong point that Docs has that I talked about in Bazaar is that off of the rip, everybody wants to look down the middle lane and get pick off that first kill. So that's a big play on Docs.
Mhm.
Uh, One thing that was always frustrating about Docs, but was never kind of like a game changer for me, is because like you really had to there was very specific circumstances that had to happen for this to become a problem. Um, but behind the spawns,
Oh yeah.
there's this wall,
Yep.
like a tiny little stone wall that you could jump on top of and see above like the spawn wall. There's like a wooden
Mhm.
spawn wall that
Just
kind
a
of protects
yeah.
you.
It gives you an extra inch.
So if you get on top of that wall that's behind you, you can just look over the wall at the other person's spawn and pick people off.
Mhm.
The only way that that would be a problem is that if the other person was caught lacking, like if they were peeking outside of that spawn wall in any direction, like if they're peeking outside of that spawn wall to the left or the right, or also peeking out in the same way that you were off that wall, so getting
Yep.
above the wall. That's the only really gripe that I have with the map. But like I said, there's very specific circumstances that you would have to, for it to happen for that to actually become a problem.
It's easy. It's one of those maps where it's easier to counter plays than most.
Yeah,
Because it's funny because if you look at this map compared to Bazaar, they're very similar in terms of the layout,
right.
but this gives you a lot more opportunity to counter plays, which in my head such a big thing. Where if I notice this guy's peeking right off spawn every time, I know how I can counter that. I can quickly, slide cancel to the stairs and go up top. And it's so I think the reason why we like docs so much is because it's not very often where you just do the same repetitive motion every single round. Which I think there's a lot of maps in here that we're going to go over where you basically each player does the same thing every single round and it's just up to a straight up gunfight. But this map gives so much opportunity to where like one of my favorite things to do was rushing the stairs right away if you're on the right spawn. um, on both ends, if you're just spawning on the right side, there's going to be stairs there. You rush to those stairs and then you can peek the other stairs and kind of pick them off as they're trying to run up to the top.
Mhm.
And that's kind of one of the angles I really like. And I do actually like the opportunity, like what you said, because it's so closed off on the sides. You have the opportunity to kind of hug that bottom lane, which I think is I don't know, it just leads to a lot more opportunity, and a lot more versatility on the map. So that's
Yeah.
why it's an absolute S tier.
I'm gonna do a little foreshadowing here. There's a map in Modern Warfare 2 that has a lot of the same characteristics as this map, and we will talk about that when we get to the Modern Warfare 2.
Mm,
Um, but yeah, there's a lot of characteristics on this map that carry over to one of the Modern Warfare 2 maps, and
yep.
I think that's why we like that map so much in
Mhm.
Modern Warfare 2.
And
So
they had a winter edition.
they did have a
Always a
winter
thumbs up.
docks. Um,
Yeah.
yes, something the tradition in Call of Duty. This was before they ended those seasonal things, which I don't know why they wouldn't do seasonal things in Call of Duty because it's one of the best things ever. I love when they do seasonal maps. So having like the winter docks was awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyways, we won't spend too much more time on docks. It's S tier.
It's the
It's a great
best.
map.
It
Yeah.
might be the only S tier that we have here,
Yes, I agree.
but there's some that could put up a fight.
Yeah. All right. Next map is drainage.
Mm.
This was a map that was added pretty late in the game. Might have actually been after the life cycle
Yeah,
of
season 2 of Cold War is when they
yes.
added this to MW. So we didn't. Why did they release more gunfight maps in MW when they're in the middle of the Cold War season? I don't know, but
Well, you
it.
say more. This was the only one that they
Yeah,
released
that's true.
in the life cycle after.
But
Um,
it. I didn't understand the point of this release.
yeah.
Uh, and I just didn't really enjoy this map either.
Yeah,
So
this
it just was
generally
too
was
open
just
in my head.
yeah, overall was just too open, was not
Hmm.
really a fun map to play. Um, there was a lot of like points that you could hold that would just give you complete control of the map,
Yeah.
which was very frustrating. Like the little barriers kind of like on kind of like that offside on the map that give you like a pretty wide view of the map. Just not good. I mean, you could get on top of those little like the underpass kind of
Hmm.
like
By the
foundation
pillars.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah, by the pillars, you could get on that foundation and really kind of wreak havoc on that map. So I honestly, I don't know. This is definitely I think this is a C tier map for
It is a
me.
C tier. Yeah. Just where does it
The
go?
only thing that keeps it above D tier really is that um like there were some things that I liked about this map as far as like control goes because I mean again this is one of those maps where it's a lot of repetitive motions like really
Hmm.
it's kind of a race to the pillar most of the time it's a
Yeah, it's a
race to the
race
pillar
to the elevated side lane.
yeah um but there were some things that you could do like there were head glitches that you could get on to counter those um like that kind of like elevated play.
Hmm.
So that's the only thing keeping it out of D tier for me. But I think it's bottom C tier, and honestly, I think it goes under cargo for me. I think this is
Yeah.
the worst map that we've had so far.
Yeah, I would put it under cargo. And to add on something that doesn't make it a D tier are the two shipment containers on the top of the side lanes of the elevated side lanes. I think
Yes.
that's what makes it a little bit better,
Yeah.
uh, because then there's kind of two mini lanes in those side lanes, where you can kind of challenge them. So,
Yeah.
but if it wasn't for those, it would be so much more open, and it just there seems to be a pattern here of open kind of an open mid area with elevated side lanes just doesn't make for the best gunfight map, because then every time
Mm-hmm.
it's the repetitive motion race to the side, win your one on one, and then you can just pick off the other person across the map.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on to Gulag Showers. Um,
Initial
I have
release, that
mixed
was
feelings about this. Yeah, initial release, but I have mixed feelings about this map. But I think it's pretty goated. I think it's a goated map.
I I really enjoy it. The
Yeah.
I like the symmetry. Um, I like how you can choose to either challenge right away off the side, challenge right away in mid, or challenge by hopping up on top of the sinks.
Hmm.
Um, it really it you can play different play styles there. You can camp in the back, or if you're an aggressive player, it even benefits you with all those barriers in the middle because you can basically just play red light, green light, pushing up, kind of weaving in between the two, kind of the two barriers in the middle to kind of get towards their spawn. So I think it actually, even though it was simple, I think it was a really good overall map. And
Yeah,
I
I
think I know
agree.
where I want to put it, so we'll see where you
Yeah.
want to put it.
Um, so the reason I have mixed feelings about this map is because there were points on this map that would give you uh a lot of control, and I'm talking specifically about the top
The jump up top of
the
the
jump up
sinks.
point in your spawn,
Hmm.
on the sinks. Do I think that ruined the map? Absolutely not. Um, but it was a frustrating thing to come across. If you came across players that really had that mastered, it was a very
Yeah.
frustrating thing to come across. Um, does that mean I didn't utilize those? Absolutely not. I was the motherfucker up there every single time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, but it was, yeah, I think that's one that takes a little bit of points away. But
Hmm.
overall, it's a goated map. I'm giving it an A.
Yeah. I would. I agree. I put it in A tier as well
Yep.
because even though that spot is pretty OP, you can still counter it
Yep.
by rushing. So
Yeah,
I
you
like
you
that.
can
I
counter
think
it by
A tier is good.
rushing. You can also counter it by getting up onto your sink on the other side. So
Yeah.
there were definitely counters to it. It was just one of those things where if you came across people that were really good at that, it made the map really enjoyable to play.
Hmm.
So
Do
um,
we want to say? Oh yeah. Well, introduce the next map, I guess, and
okay.
then yeah,
Well, you and I both know how I feel about this next map.
yeah. I was
Hill.
Should we just say the tier in do a 3, 2, 1?
Yes.
All right. 3, 2, 1, D.
D.
Yeah. Garbage.
Garbage map. It's just an
It's
absolutely
garbage.
garbage map.
It's a
Too
terrible map.
open. Not enough cover. Choke points on both sides of the map.
Yep.
Middle, you're left too exposed. Um, Tower just it just became a problem. Like
Yeah.
if you're anywhere around tower, it's kind of a coin flip on whether you win your gunfight.
It,
Um,
it's I just you get top hill control
mhm,
and and then that's how you win. I mean, that's all you need to do is just get
right.
that top hill and then you can see the entire map.
Yeah.
Uh so you can either run up, let's say if you spawn on that tractor side, you can run to the right side past tower, and there's going to be a guy that can beat you to the top of the hill,
Yep.
or you can go to the left, and there's going to be an opponent hiding in a bush, or you can go into the middle, and you're going to be wide open.
Yeah.
So there's just it just yeah, to me it just benefits the player that just sits back and doesn't move out of spawn, and that's not
Right.
how gunfight should be played.
Right. I don't want to waste too much breath on Hill, so let's move on
Yeah,
to the next
yeah.
one. King.
Mm.
I did not like this map.
Oh, snap.
This was a really unenjoyable map for me.
We got hot takes.
I think the the elevated center um just offered too much control over the map.
Hmm.
Um like it the problem that I have with that is that if you're top center, there's so many ways that you could head glitch different viewpoints on the map,
Hmm.
and also you can sound whore the entire map from up there. So
That's a good
you know
point. Yeah, you can tell.
exactly where your opponents are at
Yep.
any point in time on this map. And again, I don't think that makes it a good gunfight map.
Hmm.
Um, I mean, we had some good good games on this map. It was just really, really a frustrating map. Um, because you don't want to do the same thing every time, but like when you're playing Gunfight, but King forces you to do the same thing every time. You
Yeah,
need to
if
get
you want to
control
win.
of the top. Yeah, if you want to win, you need to
Hmm.
get control of the top.
Yep.
Um, like gunfight 3v or like snipers, gunfight snipers only, or 3v3 snipers on this map was honestly pretty fun.
Yeah, it was fine.
Because both sides you would peek off of the spawn and you could just
Hmm.
pick people off. And then it gives you that range where if you are back spawn and somebody's up top, you can still pick them off. But when you're on when you're using like SMGs, that height difference makes so much of a
Yeah,
difference. Like
it's the high
th-
ground.
yeah, when you have that high ground, it makes so much of a difference. So yeah, I mean honestly, this is a C tier map for me.
I I think I can see where you can make an argument for B tier, but I do believe it's a C tier map as well because you can go up top like you said, or you can just stay in spawn and sit on that top head glitch.
Yeah,
Um, and that's usually how our opponents played. There
yeah,
would be one person up top, one person camping in the back of their spawn, and then
yeah.
there's no way you're going to win that round. So,
It's
um,
really if they get control first, it's really your
it's
job is just to
difficult.
try to flank. It's just flank,
Yeah.
flank, flank, and yeah, when they have that two line defense right there, and they got one guy in the head glitch in the spawn and one
Hmm.
guy up top, makes that flank very difficult. So
Yeah. Yeah. I hated that head glitch in the back
yeah,
after the initial kind of go. Just because like it's fine picking that head glitch after like 2 seconds after the start of the game.
yeah,
But in my head, gunfight's all about you know two opponents, two teams of two running at each other.
yeah,
Uh, and this map is just not one of those. It's you really just either sit up top and sound whore, or you sit in the back and peek at a head glitch, and that's just not
yeah.
the way I like to play gunfight. So I can put it C tier as well.
So here's the thing about putting it C tier. I know I literally just spent 3 minutes ripping on this map, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I it is the best map in C tier for me right now. So I put it
It
above
it
Bazaar, Isle
is.
9,
Yeah.
Cargo, and Drainage. So
It's like I said, where I can see the argument for B. If you said B tier, I would be totally fine with that.
mhm,
So top of C tier, I think
yeah.
is a good fit there.
Livestock, honestly, not much to say about this. I think it's a B tier map, lower B tier.
Yeah, it was a later release. We actually enjoyed it more in that face off version.
Yeah, face up
Um,
version was better.
yeah.
I mean this map had an asymmetrical layout and was
Hmm.
slightly like there were definitely you know control points and like choke points that were hard to counter.
Yeah.
Um, but I think overall, kind of like the dynamic of the map, it was fine. I like it. I think it plays good. Like the only really elevated platform that you have is kind of that up top in the center, but a lot of the action happened on the outskirts of the map.
Hmm.
So I think it made for really kind of I want to say almost like authentic gunfight experience,
Yeah. Yeah.
but
That's a good way to put it.
it wasn't a great map by any means. It was just an authentic gunfight experience,
Yeah,
you know?
I think B tier is the perfect place for it. You
Yeah.
have that outside lane on that tractor, kind of through the stables, where
Hmm.
if you want a longer range gunfight, you can do that. Otherwise, that left side, well, I guess depends on where you're looking. That hay bale side, as well as down below and up top, you can get into some closer range gunfights. The only thing I didn't like is the sound in the maps. You can really tell when they're jumping on top of the roof or when they're up top just because of the steps. They're so dang loud.
Yeah.
So that's I think one thing that I didn't enjoy about it is, if you do have someone sitting up top, they can do a pretty good job of telling where you were if you are going to run up and try to kill him. So,
Yeah.
um, but yeah, I that didn't really take away from my experience playing livestock. So I would put it B, and I think I like it more than Atrium.
More than Atrium. Okay,
Yeah,
I was
am I
gonna put it
crazy
under
for that?
Atrium.
Yeah, we could
Um,
put it under. We could put it under.
okay, under
I'm
Atrium. Okay.
conflicted on that. Yeah, let's do under.
All right, next map is Pine. This is a map that I really enjoyed personally playing. Um, this is kind of a hard map to break down because of I feel
Yeah.
like how unique it was. Um, but again, this was um one of the first maps in the game.
Hmm.
One of the launch maps, and it was actually um was Gunfight the beta? I don't know. I won't think about
I,
that.
I
That's not
feel
important to
like
the map, but I feel like I played it.
yeah.
Yeah, I feel like
I
I
feel
played
like
it in the
this
beta.
was we
Yeah.
yeah. I
Um,
kind of want to say it was in the beta now that I
yeah, I
think
think it
about it.
was in the beta. I just don't remember, but that's not important to the
Yeah.
map. Let's so this map was again a map that had elevated side lanes, but like Docks was unique in the way that it did it and allowed you a lot of ways to counter
Hmm.
those. There's a lot of like cover on the side lanes and cover through the middle that allowed you to kind of like sneak your way
Yep.
like through, so you could either flank or you know use different methods to counter those side lanes because the elevated side lanes themselves did not have cover or very much cover to say the least.
That's what I was gonna say. The only
Right.
thing that really was open to the side
Hmm.
lanes was the other side lane. So
Right.
you would have a lot of side lane kind of corner of the map fights against each other
Yes.
for those long distance fights.
Which I think made a really unique dynamic in this map is just having it, you knew you're going up and you would have an advantage on the high ground for the people on the lower
Hmm.
ground, but there was also a pretty big like you were very exposed in that kind of upper spot, so it allowed people to counter that advantage, which I think was a really unique dynamic for this map. There was a lot of long sights on this map as well that allowed you to kind of get long range gunfights,
Hmm.
like that the exposed elevated side lanes, and then also both sides of the spawns had had long sight lines that you could peek and kind of like kill people right off of the spawn, or just kind of like control the center of their map. I also
Yeah.
really liked the flag placement on this map. We haven't talked about
Mm.
flag placement very much in this breakdown, but I thought the flag placement was good on this map because it was in that center container right in the middle.
Yep.
So if you've never played this map before, the center around the center, like the very center, is pretty open with just a red container in the middle that's kind of slanted a little bit. So there's head glitches on both sides that you can look at that container. Um, and I thought this was a good placement for the flag. It also offered a little bit of cover under that container, so you
Yeah, you
could
can
counter.
you can crawl under it, which I thought was
Yeah, you could
hilarious.
crawl under the container in the center,
Mm.
which honestly, like speaking, did not offer a whole lot of
It
good
didn't do it a lot.
tactical
Yeah.
like plays. But it was one of those things where you could really catch your opponent off guard if they were somebody that played really unconventionally,
Hmm.
um, and you had to force them to the center of the map. You could really do some damage by catching them off guard by going under that container. So
Yeah. It's initially I didn't like the flag placement, but the more I played, the more I kind of understood like it's a lot better than the flag just being in the middle of the open because then you can get picked off from those top lanes on the side. But that flag in the middle only limits them to two lines of sight. So you just have to predict if you are capping the flag, you have to predict which site
right,
they're looking down.
yeah,
And then it just really comes down to who can win a gunfight, and I think that's a pretty fair way of playing that. So,
yeah.
um, I like this map. There's a few things that, um, that I didn't really enjoy too much. Where there was a lot of places where you can just kind of hide, which can be fun sometimes, but can get really annoying if you play against those opponents who just kind of sit there and wait for you to push up. But I would put this A tier.
A
I don't know
tier,
about you.
100%.
A tier. I put it above Gulag.
Yes, I agree.
Sweet. All right.
All right, Rust is the next map, the classic map from Modern Warfare 2. Brought it into Modern Warfare 19. Was a small 6v6 map, and then they turned it into a 2v2 gunfight map.
So a
Um,
lot better gunfight than it is 6v6. That's my opinion.
I could
I
I could
didn't
go either way on that.
I didn't like 6v6. I mean,
Yeah,
looking back, I'd rather play Rust 6v6 than 90% of the maps in this game in MW
right.
2.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, there was a lot of times where I would get annoyed in multiplayer. But
Yeah, I mean, this is a classic map. I don't think we need to break it down too much, but I'm giving it an A
yeah,
tier.
yeah, I think it's A tier. The only thing we need to decide is where we're gonna put it. Is it is it
I put it
above
above
Pine or
Gulag.
behind?
I put it
Okay,
behind
got it.
Pine, above Gulag.
Above Gulag. Okay, you introduce the next one. I need to plug in my headset because apparently it's dying.
Okay. So this is the Modern Warfare 19 version of Shipment. So something that was different about this map is that they added a level of verticality to this map. So you could get on top of the containers, and then there was also a center container area that you could get on top of that was covered, which created a really unique dynamic for this map in both gunfight and 6v6. What gunfight was on this map was really interesting. I think the verticality created a lot of kind of um, I don't. I want to say it kind of like widened the skill gap a little bit because
Yeah.
if you were playing on this map and you were new, it made it very difficult to succeed because
Yep.
you could really take advantage of the verticality on this map.
Mm,
In my opinion, this was um, not a not a real shipment experience in the way that I feel like the new shipment for Gunfight is. But
hmm
I think it was a very unique and fun map. Just because you could kind of take advantage of that verticality, and it just when you combine that with a movement in Modern Warfare 19, I think that made it honestly pretty fun.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah.
but again, it's not my favorite gunfight map just because of the way that you could really push the game in your favor because of um, that advantage that you get from the verticality.
Yeah. I'm curious to see where we're gonna place the other the MW2 shipment map compared to this one,
Hmm.
just because one has that upper section, one doesn't.
Yeah,
I'm kind of conflicted when it comes to that upper area.
yeah,
Uh, I would say the good thing it has for it is the fact that if there is somebody that is staying in the back of their spawn and they don't push forward at all, that upper area actually gives you a little bit of advantage to pick off those people who stay in their spawn,
yes, for
which is
sure.
something that the MW2 map does not have. But that being said, there's a lot of occasions where people abuse that and they just sit up top the entire time and listen for you and just see where you go. So um,
I'm putting
I
this
give
B
I give
tier.
this one a B. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
B
let's go
tier.
B
I
tier.
think above livestock, under atrium. To be
I'm
honest.
cool with that.
Okay.
I like that. Now this next one, we might have some different opinions. Third time's a charm there.
I don't know if we will. Um,
Okay. All right.
this is speedball. Um, overall, I think I can speak for both of us here. Was one of our favorite maps in
Mm-hmm.
Modern Warfare 19 as far as gunfight goes.
Yep.
Um, definitely had problems. This map definitely had problems. Um, for example, that center kind of cover
Oh
that you
yeah.
could get to. A lot of people would take advantage of that and just run straight to the center and try to pick people
Yeah,
off from the
the
spawn
center head
and catch them
glitch.
off guard.
Hmm.
Very annoying. Um, but it also would kind of leave you vulnerable to attacks from the sides, so you could get flanked a lot in that center. So I think that is something that the map has going for it in the way that you could really counter those center pushes just from going around to the side. Is really just kind of like just pay attention. Um,
Hmm.
but yeah, I there really isn't much more to say about this map for me. There's a lot of stuff going on the sides. So a lot of the gunfights happen on the sides. There was the two elevated head glitches. You could get on top of the blue container on that far side, and I just think overall it played well. You could pick people off from the peak, the initial peak on this map as well, which was really fun. But yeah, I don't know. There's not a whole lot to say for this map for me.
Yeah, I would say it benefits the aggressive player more times than not, which is something that I really enjoyed about the map.
Hmm.
Um, I if I had honestly, I would almost consider it S tier, but the back head glitches, the corner head glitches, caused a problem for me because that motivated people to just run straight there to just camp that head glitch spot. I would prefer them to push forward more, get aggressive, and try to advance to the other team's spawn. But the fact that there was that pretty OP spot in the corner to overlook basically the entire map
Hmm.
was pretty much it was a big bummer for me. So
Yeah.
I like A tier for Speedball though. I think it's still one of my favorite
I
maps.
think A tier above Rust
Mhm.
under Pine, personally.
See, I think this is where we disagree. I put it above Pine. Um, yeah, I like it a little bit better than Pine, and I
Okay.
I think this is one where I don't think we're we're gonna be able to convince each other otherwise.
Right. I will
Um,
put it above Pine.
yeah, we'll
Um.
just make a note that Pine and Speedball are tied for first in A tier
Okay.
because we're not gonna convince each other. So
Stack. Um.
it's a good one.
This one might be controversial in our opinions just because of how we've broken down these other maps and some of the features that this map has that we don't like in other maps. Um. But this map again is another one of our favorites from Modern Warfare
Hmm.
19. It does have an elevated center platform. Um, a lot of the gunfights would actually happen on that center platform or near the center platform, just because there were stairs that would go up on each side, and you could look across and peek to kill the other team. Um, yeah, there's a lot of open space on the sides, with some scattered cover, which I thought created for a really interesting dynamic, kind of running around the outside. It really allowed you to look into the other people's spawn. So like if there's somebody camping in the other spawn, you could go wide outside and use the cover on the sides
Hmm.
and look into the spawn and pick them off. So there's a lot of ways to counter different styles of gameplay on this map, and I think that's why it's an A tier for me.
Yeah, it's really it's kind of the ultimate head glitch map for me because
Yeah,
when you think about on each end, there's at least four different head glitches that you can get into. Six because the back spawn corners on the railing. I
yeah,
can think about six different head glitch spots. So it's basically it, when it's symmetrical head glitches, I think it kind of makes it a little bit more fair than on some other maps where I'm trying to think of a good example there, but there's some other maps where the head glitches on one side has a little bit more of an advantage. Livestock, for example, some ends have a better head glitch area. Hill is another good one where there is one specific spawn side that has a better head glitch when it comes down to those outside lanes. But I think because it's so even on this map, I think it's really just comes down to the gunfights. Um, which I enjoyed a lot, especially running on that outside. So that mid lane, um, definitely not something that I would go to too often. But it did have one of those things that we talked about earlier when we were talking about Pine, where it that flag was in that container. So it did make it a little bit more fair, where you did have those two lines of sight. Kind of when somebody's capturing the flag and it wasn't open to the entire area. So I'm trying to imagine how terrible that flag would be if it wasn't in a container, because then you would have both stairways being able to shoot at the flag and both areas in the back spawn being able to shoot at the flag. That would be too big of a problem. So I think they did a good job there.
Yep. All right, where do you place it?
I place it. Oh, I know. I think we're both thinking the same. Like we're both conflicted in the same thing. I don't know, unless you got a set spot. But
No.
I
Um,
I'm trying to
I
decide between S and A, but I think it's A.
I'm saying A.
Okay.
Um,
Oh,
I just don't know where to put it in A. That's the problem that I'm having.
I would say,
um,
I like it below Pine Speedball.
yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
let's do that.
I think it's below Pine Speedball.
Okay, stadium. Um,
These next three we're gonna go over pretty quick. I feel like
yeah. Stadium. Not much to say. Ah,
it's a low C for me. There
yeah,
was
yeah.
it
Low
was
C.
a camper's paradise. I honestly
I'm
would
putting it.
rather play drainage, but
Really?
yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
What
Um,
what were you gonna say?
I was gonna put it above cargo and under aisle 9.
Ooh. How about this? Let's put it in between cargo and drainage.
Yeah, let's do it.
Kind of split the difference. But yeah, the box had glitches in the back.
Yep.
Um, even though it was fun to lay under the cars, uh, it was super annoying when the other team did it.
Yep.
And then yeah, it was just head glitches, uneven.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I didn't like that.
All right, station. Another low C tier map.
Yeah,
I
there's some problems.
I'm
There's some problems with this map.
the thing that was just going through my head was, does this make it to D tier?
Oh,
Does it make it
really?
to D tier? Yeah.
That's true. I it's to me it's a oh shoot, is it a top D tier?
Yeah.
Oh man. I think it is. I think it's a top D tier.
Yeah, cuz like again, this is the thing where I would rather play in drainage stadium or cargo,
Yeah,
but it is I think it's far worse than those maps,
I think it
you
is
know.
too. I think the
So, I'm
only
going to put it
fun thing
top
about
D.
Station is shooting in between the trains. That was the
It,
only fun
the
thing,
only
but
time I actually enjoyed playing on this map was snipers only. That's the only
snipers only.
time.
Yeah. If
That's
this
it.
was not snipers only, it sucks.
Yeah.
Um yeah, it's just a race to the head glitches.
Yep.
And yeah, I just didn't like that. It was just too like yeah, I didn't like it at all. Not good.
All right, next map.
Speaking of D tier.
Literally the worst map in gunfight history, and
Yeah.
I will die on that hill. So,
No, you will die in the
die in
trench.
the trench. Yeah, I will die
Yeah,
in the
because
trench.
they'll just oh,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even think talking about it does it justice. Like
No.
seriously, just play the map and you will
Yeah.
just hate it. You will
Yeah.
hate it. There's like you
Yeah.
cannot advance in that map. If
No.
you try to push forward, you are going to die, and that is the
Fact.
worst thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate it. I hate it. You can't go up top because if you try to run over the trenches, you're going to get picked off because you are still visible from the bottom. Uh, and then you can't advance at the bottom because they're either at a bottom head glitch or at the top head glitch. Oh, I just hate it. You just can't get around them.
All right, let's move on to the Cold War maps.
Yeah,
Uh, Amsterdam is number one. This was a really interesting map because of the asymmetry of this map.
asymmetry and a later release.
Later release.
Yep.
Um, yeah, this was a really traditional like 3-lane map. Um, in a sense, just because there's a tight lane on one side, a closed lane on the other, and then a
Mm,
straight lane through the middle, which I mean was kind of interesting because it was elevated on both sides and then kind of like dipped into a valley in the middle.
yep.
But then in the center, it opened up both of the side lanes. So I don't know. This I think this is a B tier map for me,
Oh.
just because um like when I'm thinking about this, I think a lot of the problems that I have with like the C and D tier maps, this map doesn't have those things.
Mm,
But again, it's not like this would be a bottom B tier because this map is just not as good as any of the other B, A, or S tier maps.
yeah.
It just doesn't have any of the gripes that I have from the lower C and D tier maps.
I think I would disagree and put it in a C tier.
Yeah.
Um, because there is one spawn that I think was a lot better than the other one.
Yeah.
And that was the one. So one of the
With the
side
window
lanes,
side. Yeah.
yeah, the window side, uh, and because that side lane was also the top of the stairs, or sorry, that spawn was it was the top of the stairs in that other side lane. So the window side is on the left, and then you have that room on the right side. That's pretty close quarter. You're at the top of the stairs on that spawn, and I that to me that was the most annoying thing is running into that room and somebody sitting top stairs and just shooting down at you.
Yeah.
Um, I just didn't really enjoy my time on this map.
Yeah.
I didn't like the flag placement either. I think that was pretty open, pretty vulnerable to a bunch of different angles.
Yeah.
Um, so I would have put it like a mid C,
Mid
but
C?
yeah, I would have put
Like
it a
under
mid C.
Bazaar?
Yeah, but if you disagree, we can do a little
I'm
negotiate.
I'm willing to do C, but
Okay,
top of C, like above King. I'd rather play
above King,
actually under King. Under King,
under King.
I'd rather play in King, but I'd rather play in Amsterdam than Bazaar.
Okay, yeah, I'm cool with that.
Okay. Diesel. My immediate jerk reaction was just D tier.
I almost wanted to say D tier as well.
Yeah.
Uh, but then I think of like, would I rather play Diesel or Stadium? And I think I might put Diesel in Stadium. Right. I think I would go Diesel in between Stadium and Drainage
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
because I really again it had a one spawn side that I think was better than the other. That
Yeah.
that one spawn side that was next to that
Trailer
mobile
park.
home. Yeah,
Yeah.
the trailer park had that top area. You knew exactly what I was talking about because
Yeah.
that was a really good spot.
Yeah.
Um, yeah,
And it
I mean,
allowed
and
you a lot better access to the center store.
yep,
Because basically on that other side spawn, when you walk into store, you're just immediately in like the center of the store,
hmm
which was a big like it was a big like it's a central location for the map. Like a lot of gunfights would happen there. And when you
hmm
walk in from that spawn, you're just really vulnerable. Where on the other side there's a buffer with a garage, the tire shop, um,
yep,
which allowed you to peek into that open kind of central area of the store. Um, Even though there was a head glitch on the register that you could get to quicker from that other side spawn, I just think you were more vulnerable. And there's
hmm
also a wall bang that you could do from that trailer side, shooting
Oh, I
into the
forgot about
store
that.
that allowed you to kill the
Yeah.
person on the head glitch,
Yeah.
which it just gives you a full advantage on that
That
map.
sucked. And the
So,
whole truck side in my head was completely pointless. It was very rare that you go on that lane.
right. It
So
was
it
way
was
too
either
open. Nobody
yeah,
would go out there. The only
no.
time that you would go out there is if you're going wide to try to get a good view of the flag, because the flag was
Mm,
inside the tire shop,
garage. Yeah.
which, yeah, the garage, which had an like a big opening view from that middle or
Hmm.
that side lane that was really open. So you could go out there and take a peek into there, and it gave you easy access to killing the person on the flag. But um yeah, other than that, there's no reason. There's no gunfights that happen out there. So,
No. Yeah, I like that C tier. I think that's good
okay.
placement.
Game shows next.
Aesthetically, S tier.
It's aesthetically one of the best gunfight maps.
That's
Um,
unfortunately not how we're ranking this.
no. Um, this map was very like I don't really know how to put it. Um, very hit or miss, I guess.
I was gonna say it can sometimes be really fun, and then other
Yeah.
times it's the most annoying thing. Um, when I think of power positions, I think of that. It's not even a top window, but it's like the top of stairs where it's
Right.
got that head
On both
glitch, that
sides, yeah.
overlook. But at least it was fair that it was on both sides, as well as that car. Um,
Yes.
you know, the more I think about it, the more I mean, it's symmetrical, it's even.
Yes.
Um, there was just a lot of different. I guess I feel like there's a lot of different corners that you need to check if you're trying to push through.
Right.
Um, it didn't it it didn't help the aggressive play style
Yes.
because
Yeah,
it was
this
really
was
just pick your
definitely
corner. Yeah.
play it slow, crouch walk the entire map.
Oh, a lot of
Um,
crouch walking we did there.
yeah, crouch
Yeah.
walk the entire map and try to just flank the opponent.
Yep.
Just hope they don't hear you. That's pretty much it. Because
Yeah.
if you're gonna rush on this map, you're going to die.
There were so many times where we were like, I mean, we would be down like 3-0, 4-0, and then we would just have to be like, okay, they're not pushing, so now we shouldn't push. And then
Yeah,
it just ends up being, just spawn v spawn gunfights,
yeah,
which wasn't too fun,
yeah.
but yeah,
All right.
it wasn't bad.
No,
Um,
this is a B tier map for me. B tier.
I would put it, yeah, I would put it low B tier, somewhere in the bottom half,
Honestly,
but
I would rather play this than livestock.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, that's fair.
so I think I'm gonna put it under shipment and above livestock.
Yeah, I think that's a good place because there are a few different paths that you can take for an aggressive play style, um, which is obviously how we like to play. It just kind of depends on where they're standing on the map. So I think there's plenty of cover. So I think that's a fair placement.
Um, okay, so the next map is Gluboko,
Yeah,
which I'm gonna be honest. So this was a pretty late map. I don't
season
remember
6.
playing on this at all.
It came out October 7th, 2021.
Hmm.
Season 6, which I feel like was what the same month that Vanguard came out. When did Vanguard come out? Like I yeah, I don't know. It was such a late release. We did play on this map, because there was that upper area and that bottom area. Um,
Oh yeah,
it just I I think this is the one map that we can't really judge too much,
yeah,
because we didn't get a lot of time to play on it,
yeah,
and for that reason, I feel like it should be top D.
yeah,
But
yeah.
because
I'm okay with that.
I don't know, it was just such a late release that we can't really judge it. So,
ICBM. Um,
hmm,
I'm conflicted on this map.
yeah, me too.
Because we played a lot of this map. a
Yeah.
lot. Um, Sometimes good, sometimes bad. Obviously, I mean, one thing that I'll give it, it's very symmetrical.
Yep.
It's a completely circular map, and on kind of like split in the middle, it's symmetrical on both sides. Um, Definitely one of the better maps. I'm just trying to figure out where to put it between A and B, to be honest.
Yeah. Uh, it is
It's
kind of a
either
tough
lower
placement.
A or top of B kind of
When
area.
I'm comparing these two, if you look at the lowest A and the highest B, I think it leans more towards an A tier than a B tier.
Yeah,
Um, just because there, even though it is a small map, there was plenty of different paths you can take. You
yeah,
can run mid and go top, which was super annoying when people did that.
yeah.
You
There's
could run
top
the
mid,
outside
bottom
lane.
mid, outside lanes.
Yeah. Bottom
Um,
area was pretty fun. I liked how the bottom was the flag as well.
yes,
And there was plenty of different routes you can take to get to the bottom area, but it wasn't open to where you can die easily if you're trying to cap the flag.
yes,
I
for
like
sure.
a lower A, but
Okay,
I don't know how
lower
you
A is
feel.
cool as me.
Lower A.
KGB, honestly, I think the best map in Cold War.
It's the best Cold War map. Yeah.
Um, I just loved everything about this map. It was so well done. Everything that I like in a gunfight map, this map has. And it's
Ye-
very unique because it had one elevated side lane, not two. It had one elevated side lane, which yes could get annoying at times, but it allowed like a really decent dynamic as far as gameplay goes. So like you could go up top, or you could go on that left or whatever left or right side lane, that far lane, that is a covered lane and goes towards the middle towards statue. And a lot of the times you could counter the top lane by going statue and looking up at the lane, which
It was
allowed
good head
you,
glitch.
yeah, which allowed you
Yeah.
to really counter that kind of that elevated lane push.
Mm. And there was actually some fun times rushing mid as well, like
Yes, rushing mid
being
was
able
very
to,
good.
especially when you get a C4, you can rush mid and just
Yeah,
toss it over the bookshelf.
yeah.
Standing on the desks were pretty fun. Um, yeah, it was a lot of the time there was a rush to the top lane.
Hmm.
But the top lane wasn't as OP as maps like King, um, maps like Hill, where that, top of the hill was super OP.
Yeah.
Um, Amsterdam had a more OP top side. I I think it was pretty even, like you said, to you can counter that top position pretty easily. Um, so I think, I mean, we're both going to put it in the A tier. It's just a matter of where do we put it. And honestly, at this, it's somewhere around stack. That's where I am kind of viewing this as.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know if it might be behind stack and above rust. Ooh.
I honestly I put this at the top of A tier. I think it is better than
Ooh.
all of them. All
Ooh.
of the A tier Modern Warfare maps.
Oh man, now I'm trying to think. Yeah, when I'm comparing it to Speedball because that's my top A tier. I guess KGB.
Well,
I mean,
not
it didn't
okay.
have it
Let me think about this for a second too, because I have to make sure that that's what I mean.
yeah,
Because I definitely like it better than Stack, but
yeah,
Pine is when I get to the problem a little bit, just because I think Pine is a really well balanced map. So I could see a
mm,
world where I put KGB under Pine, but I think just the
oof.
fact that this was the best Cold War map is where I'm getting a little bit more excited.
Yeah,
Just because. When I'm thinking about the Call of Duty gunfight experience in Cold War, um,
KGB was the prime.
KGB is the prime map.
Oh, I think you're convincing me. Uh, just because I keep remembering now more specific spots on that map that I really enjoyed uh sitting in, or there were some routes that I really like taking.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, I put very top of A.
Okay, let's see very top of A. Mansion, really mid tier map.
Yeah, we
Um,
never really enjoyed it. Did you? So
yeah,
here's the weird thing.
yeah,
That this map Mansion feels like it was a super late, like a later release. In my head, at least, that came out in season 2.
yeah. That makes sense to me.
That came out before Diesel, and I feel like we
Yeah,
played Diesel a million times more than Mansion. But
that actually is true. It does feel like we played Diesel more than Mansion.
mhm.
Um, I don't know. Honestly, like this. So this map has one elevated lane as well, but it was pretty OP just because the center was so open.
Yeah,
And there wasn't a lot of ways that you could counter it. So that
I agree.
takes away from the map a lot.
Yep, that's a big problem
Um,
for me.
flanking that bottom lane was big on this map,
Mm-hmm.
which was very annoying. And honestly, gunfights down the middle just were not very enjoyable.
There was not really, yeah, it was just right off spawn that one doorway, and then the other doorway was just,
And
nobody goes through there.
through one of the doorways, it made it the one that was closest to that bottom lane.
Okay.
You could see across to the other spawn, clear
Yeah.
view. So
Yeah.
on snipers, it was super easy to just pick people off,
Mm-mm.
which I enjoy on a lot of maps, but this one I did not enjoy that aspect just because um that was really the only direction you could go off of spawn. I mean, like, sure, you could go the other direction and stack your partner,
Yeah, and then
but
they know.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's the only counter to that, and it was not very enjoyable. Like if you peek
Mm-mm.
that door, you're pretty much dead. So I think this is a like a middle C tier map for me.
I do like middle C tier. I'm looking somewhere around the cargo stadium kind of area.
Yeah,
I would say an issue that I had with Mansion that actually, for some reason, was in that I've experienced in this map and no other map, was shadows. That bottom lane, the on the
yeah,
opposite of that high lane, there is a light in the middle where if somebody was pushing through, you can see their shadow a couple of seconds before they actually run around the corner. So that was a super cheese spot to go into, where you can pre-aim that corner, and as soon as you see their shadow, you know they're about to run around the corner.
yeah,
Um, that I found super annoying, because then that takes away, that's the only area that wasn't visible from that top lane,
right,
and really all you need is someone sitting top and someone camping waiting for that shadow, and then there's a good chance you're going to win that round. So I
yep,
think a lower half C tier is where I would put it. Specifically, I don't really know.
yep. I am gonna put it. I'll put it above Stadium under Cargo.
Yeah,
That good?
that's a fair spot.
All right, showroom. Again, another map. Very well done aesthetically.
Oh yeah, top tier aesthetics.
Top tier
Cold
aesthetics.
War did a good job.
Good job aesthetically. This was a part
Saw
of
that.
the
Yeah.
Pines map mall,
Oh
whatever it was
yeah.
called.
What a
Uh,
terrible multiplayer map that was.
right.
Oh
But
my god.
overall made for an okay gunfight map. Um, like the two lanes on the side, there's a lot of chaos happening. Like a
Mhm.
a lot of like tight lane corridors and stuff like that. You could peek kind of long if you go up top on either side, peek long,
Yeah, you
and
can jump on top. Yeah.
pick off people there.
Hmm.
The part that I really did not enjoy about this map was the center lane escalators.
The eskies. Yeah. There's two
Eskies.
escalators that cross,
Yeah.
and you can walk up one and you can kind of see on the in the other spawn. And that was the most annoying thing. I'd rather just have two walls and a barrier in the middle
Yeah.
rather than escalators there.
Yeah, I
So
agree.
I don't think we need to discuss this too much further. I mean, I guess the next two are going to be pretty quick, but
Yeah.
showroom I put above mansion,
Yeah.
but not much higher above mansion. It's still a C tier.
I'm gonna just put it straight above mansion under cargo, straight above
I
mansion.
think that's a pretty fair
Yeah.
placement.
Ubon D tier.
Where in D tier do we want to put this?
Um, I'm trying to decide above hill or below hill.
I put above hill.
Above hill.
Yeah. And the
Okay.
reason why is because we can at least I think we found a way to play
To
U-Bahn
play.
to where
Yeah.
we can be somewhat successful, where
Yeah.
Hill you're it's just a toss up. Like
Yeah.
we can actually play a little bit more tactically on U-Bahn where and I would say that's actually the map looking at all these maps where we
Actually,
needed to play the most tactical, but
I'm gonna be honest. Now that I'm thinking of it,
above station.
above station.
I think above, yeah. I think that's a good place too. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Be.
looking at all these
Yeah.
maps, it's the most tactical map that you have to play.
Yeah.
um, just based on how skinny the lanes are. Um, and it was really annoying that mid lane peak
Yeah.
that bothered me so much. And then yeah, it was just a lot of it benefits the person who stays back and just kind of camps the head glitch. So
Yeah.
and it was
All right.
dark. It was dark too. You couldn't see anything.
Yeah. Let's move on to the Modern Warfare 2 maps. So we have
Yes.
4 maps left. The first map is Alley, which now I'm gonna put a little disclaimer on this. Might still be in the honeymoon phase for Gunfight Modern Warfare
Hmm.
2. It's only been out for about a month. Um, but I'm gonna be honest. I think Alley is S tier.
Oh.
This was the map that I was inferring or whatever. Fuck. What? Foreshadowing.
Yeah.
Foreshadowing is the word I was looking for. This was the map that I was foreshadowing to when we were talking about docks. This map has a
Yep.
lot of the same characteristics as docks that I really enjoy, and I will break that
Hmm.
down here in just a second. But I want to hear what you have to say about Alley first.
I was not expecting an S tier placement, although it is the best map
Yeah.
in MW2 Gunfight.
Yes.
I feel like I can't put it S tier because there are some
Mhm.
things that actually bother me about the map.
Yes. That's
For
why I think I might
example,
still be in the honeymoon phase for this map.
yeah,
But yeah.
getting top building control
Yeah.
is the most OP thing that you can do in this game, and
Yeah.
even though luckily there are two top areas like for example like in Pine when you have those two top lanes in the corner, they can
Yeah.
shoot at each other and that's kind of how you counter that. And there are places where you can be out of sight from that top building. um,
Yeah.
I still think I would maybe rather play KGB instead of Alley. I agree it's a top map.
That's a strong case.
Yeah,
Um,
I think it's top A.
I I think I'm gonna backtrack on my S tier.
Okay.
A little bit here, but I do want to explain why that was my knee-jerk reaction.
Hmm.
Um, I think I would agree with the assessment that I would rather play KGB because honestly thinking about it, I would rather play KGB. Um, but so here's some of the characteristics that I think Alley has that Docs has that they do really well. And one of them is, and obviously there's differences between these two because they don't do them perfectly like how Docs did it,
Hmm.
but like you said, talking about those elevated sides, right? There's a lot of different ways to get on that elevated side,
Yeah, yeah,
but
that's true.
with docks, how you could do it is you could really flank that elevated
Mm,
like side peak without the other person seeing you. That is very difficult to do on this alley map, but
yep.
it's still an option, um, which makes this very good. Again, another thing that that Alley does that Docs did is this one is a little bit more pronounced on Alley than it is on Docs, but there's a lower part to the map where you can escape the view of the top of the map. Because since
Yeah.
the top of the map offers so much control over that center area of the map, going down on an alley, going through that alleyway gives you a like a good escape. And when you go
Mhm.
down in that alleyway, there's a couple different places that you can go. So you can either jump up onto those little overhangs into either one of the buildings, so either into hookah lounge or into the store. Um, that makes you extremely vulnerable. But if you're trying to counter somebody within one of those buildings rather than on top, that's a really valuable spot to be in.
Yeah.
Um, Also, it allows you to go into mid. There's two stairs that go up to mid on bridge that give you a direct access to the door for those buildings. So if you're trying to push somebody out, like if you're trying to like organize like a play with with your teammate, you can push somebody out of that building onto bridge and have somebody waiting for them on those stairs, which is a very effective method to kind of like picking off and making it into a 2v1. The problem with this map is that since the top offers so much power, that's where people go all of the time.
Mhm.
And when it's a 2v2, it's very difficult to counter those top plays because the quickest way to the top, um, if you're trying to counter someone on your side building, so if you spawn on basket side and you're trying to counter somebody on hookah, um, the quickest way to get up there is by ladder.
Mm.
the
Which is mid lane.
problem the
Yeah.
problem with that is it's a clear view of mid lane, which is when a lot of people like a lot of people's strategies when they play this game is they have one person go mid lane, one person go
One
top
person go
building.
top. Yeah.
So the only way that you trying to beat somebody to top building is if the other person goes to tower rather than going to mid peak. Because
Mm.
if they go to tower, you have a clear spot to go up top and you can beat that person to the top building, no problem. um
Mm.
so that offers a really there's a lot of ways to play this map, which is why I think my knee jerk reaction was S tier, just because there's a lot of different ways to play this map. It's just the biggest downside to this map, like the problem that Docs doesn't have is that it is very difficult to counter the top building. That is the only gripe that I have with this
Mhm.
map, is it's very difficult to counter top building. Other than that, this map is such a good map and it offers you so many different ways to play, which makes Gunfight very exciting.
I think you're kind of convincing me because when we talk about gunfight and we talk about the best maps, we kind of focus on variety.
Right.
When you think about the worst maps,
Yeah.
like if we look at our list here, when we think of like trench, for example,
Hmm.
you have really only three different paths that you can take.
Right.
When we talk about king, there's really three main spots you can take. When
Yep.
we look at our A and S tier maps, there's so many different paths that you can go to. And I think Alley is a good example of that, where you can go mid lane, you
Yep.
can rush past mid lane, go in building, or go to the top of the building. You can go down, you can hit tower or water tower, you can go on the outside lane. There are so many different ways to play this map, and I think a reason why we're a little upset with the top power position is also because it is we've been playing OSP recently, where
Yeah.
we don't initially start out with a gun. And if we did initially start out with a gun, I think it's a little bit easier to pick off the people running to the top building. because you can jump tower or water tower, or you can even go on the side bridges and shoot across. Um,
Yes.
where in Gunfight OSP, you don't even get a gun on that initial jump until you're halfway across the bridge on the side lanes. So I think it could be. Yeah, I think it is even better in regular Gunfight, and I
Yes,
think
for
you're
sure.
kind of convincing me. So I'm gonna offer up something crazy. What if we put KGB and Alley in S tier?
I like that. I like that a
All
lot.
right.
We'll
So we
do
move.
KGB under docks and above alley, and alley is the last S
Yeah.
tier map.
Docks, KGB, Alley. I like that.
Yes. Okay, Black Site is the next map. Played a lot of Black Site.
Yep.
Um, this is
It's tough. It's a tough placement for this one because
yes,
you do there's you're a lot more limited to where you're going to go.
yes,
So you're pretty prone to those initial gunfights, especially if you're looking container and tin side. Um, but I actually, even though it is pretty like 3 lane heavy, I do like how there's still some versatility in the gameplay where you can go ruin side if you want to go into a close range gunfight.
yep.
Um,
There's top
rushing
tin and
through
bottom
mid,
tin. Yeah,
rushing through a courtyard can actually work pretty well because there are still some barriers that you can hide behind.
yeah.
So I think there is a little bit of versatility there, and maybe it is still that honeymoon phase like we talked about. But I really enjoy this map. I think they're definitely doing something right. Um, yeah, there's not much to
I
say.
feel like middle A tier maybe,
Middle A, yeah. I was looking around
like
the
above
rust.
Rust and under
Yep,
Stack. Yeah,
I like that. I like that. Um, and
okay,
again, get rid of gunfight OSP. Give us regular gunfight, and I think it makes it even better.
yes. All right, Exhibit is the next map. I think this is a
It's
B tier map for me.
it is growing on me. If you ask me a couple weeks ago, I would say C tier,
Yep,
but it is growing on me. The most annoying thing, though, I think out of all the gunfight maps, is that bush head glitch on both sides.
yep,
And I think that's something that over time we'll get better on figuring out a counter on.
yes.
Um, but I actually do like this map a lot more than I used to. Just because being able to counter some of the head glitches by jumping on top in the museum, jumping on top
Hmm.
of those exhibits, I think um, actually helps out a lot. And as well as jumping in that mid area, there's plenty of different head glitches that you can sit on.
Yeah,
Which yeah, mid head glitches I'm a lot bigger of a fan of rather than head glitches right off spawn, just because you have to push your way through to get to that head glitch. So
yeah.
I would I think a B tier is a good spot.
Yes.
Um,
I personally, I
ooh,
would put it between Shipment and Game Show.
shipment and game show.
I would rather play Exhibit than Game Show, which kind of hurts to say a little bit, but
It does hurt to say.
I'd rather play Exhibit than Game Show.
Yeah, yeah, I put it around there.
Okay.
That's fine. Yeah.
And the final map is Modern Warfare 2 Shipment.
Hmm. Which I
I
think I
like this shipment better than Modern Warfare 19 shipment.
yep. I think I was gonna say that. It's
I
close.
It is close, but personally, yeah, okay. This is kind of a tough decision, but I honestly just say put it above the Modern Warfare 19 shipment and put it under Atrium.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I like that.
This is a pretty classic shipment experience for anybody. So anybody that played COD 4, they went back to the original layout for this map. Um,
Hmm.
so I mean, obviously it looks different visually, but as far as the layout goes, it's the same as the original COD 4 shipment map. So there's not much to break down here. Um, but it plays well for gunfight, and I think taking away that vertical aspect made it a better gunfight map, even though the vertical aspect offered more ways to play the map. I just think um, kind of having that level playing field really puts
Yeah.
the emphasis on winning the gunfight, you know?
Yeah, it gets
So,
rid of the exploitation of going up top.
right.
Makes it a little bit more simple and more focused on the gunfight,
Yes.
rather than getting the best position, which
Yep.
is what a solid B tier map does.
Yep.
Um, yeah, I like that. So looking at this,
Yep.
so we go S tier. We have Docks, KGB, and Alley.
Alley. Yep.
I like all of that. A
Yep.
tier is Pine Speedball at a tie, Stack, Black Site, Rust, Gulag, ICBM.
Yep.
Any of these that stand out that don't belong?
Um, the only one that I'm on the fence about is having ICBM in A tier, but I like where it is just because I think it's a tier above Atrium,
Yeah,
but I also feel like it's a tier below like Gulag, for example.
I do think, yeah, if there was like a B and a half tier, it
Yeah,
would go in there.
but
That's the
I
only thing that stands
like
out.
where it is, like the maps that is
Yep.
between. I like that placement, so I don't
Yeah.
think any changes need to be made. I just wanted to make a note of that. So,
Yeah, it's tough because like I think I'd be willing to do high B and low A.
mhm.
I'm fine either one, but yeah, it really is in the middle between those two.
Yep,
Um, yeah. B tier, Atrium, both shipments, shipment 2022 and then shipment 2019. We have it's not
exhibit.
museum, exhibit, thank
Yep,
you. We have game show and livestock.
yep. Think
I
that's good.
I think I like, yeah, I think I like that as
Yep.
well. C tier, King, Amsterdam, followed by Bazaar, Aisle 9, Cargo, Showroom, Mansion, Stadium, Diesel, Drainage. Wow,
That
those
looks
are
good
some
to me
bad
too.
maps at the end
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
It really, it's funny because the difference in my head between King and Drainage is so big,
yeah.
but they're still not, none of them are good enough to drop down or go up.
Right.
Or I guess none of them are
Honestly, I
on
think
that
there
level,
could
but
be an argument for us making an F tier, dropping all of the D tier maps a down a level,
oh,
and then cutting off like maybe cargo or something, or stadium
cut.
maybe. Cut off
I
stadium to
I
drainage and
like
put
that.
that in D tier. Should we do
I
that?
might actually I might actually cut off showroom and further.
Yeah, showroom and further. Yeah, put that in D
So
tier.
we're gonna, yeah, so we're
How
gonna
do I
add
add a?
row.
Whoops.
You click on that settings
Yeah,
button and you want to click
uh,
add row, and then
settings.
I just move it. I'm just gonna move it down a
Add row
level,
below.
and then you just move D tier above that,
D F.
and then we got an F tier. Made it blue, but
Oh, you made it blue. Okay.
I made it blue.
I don't know. I
So
kind of like
yeah,
having the two shades of green here.
touche.
Um.
That's fair. So yeah, we
So I'll
move
just move all these down.
Globoko, Ubon, Station, Hill Trench. So we're going starting with showroom. Do you like that?
Yes. I like that.
Okay. Because to me, that's where the biggest gap is between, like, if you look showroom mansion, I think they're basically the same. Mansion
Yeah.
stadium, I feel the same. But between
Yeah.
cargo and showroom, I think that's where you can get
Yep.
that difference there. So I
Yep.
actually really like that. And then
Yep.
F tier, Luboko, Ubon, Station, Hill, and Trench.
Yep.
It's tough between Hill and Trench on which one's the worst, but
Yep.
I like that.
Yeah. I think this is good. I'm satisfied with that.
Yeah, I actually, yeah, I really like this. Final, you have any final thoughts
No.
on anything that stood out? I'm seeing
No.
a lot of red towards the bottom. C and
Yes.
D. There's only 3 Cold War maps that are B tier or higher.
Right. Actually,
When
one
6 of
thing
them are
that does
similar.
stand
But
out to me, again, this might be that we're still in the honeymoon phase, but I'm surprised at how high all of the MW2 maps are.
yeah,
because
The
there's
the
only four
worst,
of them, and none of them are lower than a B.
yeah, the worst is Exhibit, and
Yeah.
when you compare him to all the other maps, I mean, Exhibit is the worst map in this game.
Yes, for sure.
Uh, but yeah, when you compare it to other maps, like I actually like it more than Game Show. I like it more than Livestock. So
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
I like that. I didn't expect for me to put Amsterdam in a C tier, but when you compare it to other maps, I think C tier is a good fit for it. I
Yeah,
did
I
like,
I'm thinking
really
too.
did like the map.
I
Um,
had it higher, but
mm,
after looking at it again, I think that's a good spot for it.
I'm I'm still contemplating ICVM being an A or B tier.
Should we just go ahead and move it to the top of B tier?
Yeah, what is it? How does this look putting it in B tier?
I like that.
That
I like that.
that seems more fitting.
Yeah,
That seems
it
more
seems more
fitting to
fitting.
me.
Yeah. Okay. I
Wow,
This is the
I,
final version.
I think that's it.
Absolutely. Final
I
version.
think that's it.
It
That's
also
good.
another thing, it's kind of cool how like even the categories are, you know?
Yeah, I
Like
like that.
looking at this, yeah. Now
I
that
I'm
we
happy to
moved
see.
D tier down,
Yes,
that's I
yeah.
think this is good. It's yeah.
I'm happy to see that there's more maps that we put. I guess what there's one more map S through B than there is C through F. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. Like that a
Yep.
lot. That's
Cool.
I'm really hoping we can keep up with the pattern of B tier or
Yeah.
higher's in Modern
Modern Warfare
Warfare
2.
2.
Yeah.
And that's something that we will have to just add as we go along. I'll add this to the tier list as an option where we'll probably play on the new maps. Hopefully they release new maps, but we'll play on those
Yeah.
for a good month, and then we'll kind of determine where we rank it on this scale.
Yep. Well, anyways, that's gonna kind of close out our episode. I'll put a link to this tier list in the description
Mm,
if you guys want to do it yourselves. Make sure to comment on what you think about these maps. If you think we placed a map wrong, or if you have any differing opinions, let us know.
mm-hmm,
But yeah, this is our comprehensive gunfight list. We've put a lot of time into gunfight, so I feel pretty good about this list.
mm-hmm.
We will definitely update this once, like Dingus said, we'll update this once more maps come out. But I think this is a good start.
Yeah, I like that, and I'm happy we did it finally because we were talking about doing
Yes.
this for like a couple
Yeah.
weeks and we never got around to it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
I don't think there's much else to say.
Also, subscribe to the channel. We do a lot of gunfight content on here. We stream every weekend. We're doing a Road to a
Mm-hmm.
Thousand Wins series on Gunfight, and we live stream that every weekend. We missed one weekend just because of Gunfight OSP, but we jumped back into it with OSP. Hopefully, they bring
Got it.
regular Gunfight back.
They gotta get rid of OSP,
They
man.
gotta get rid of OSP.
It
Um,
changes everything.
but yeah, let us know if you guys have any idea of things that you want to see of surrounding gunfight content. We'd be happy to hear it.
Hmm.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that we want to do with gunfight, so stay tuned, and we'll keep you updated, keep uploading these videos and live streams for you to watch. Yeah, and I hope you enjoyed. So click that like button, click subscribe, and we'll see you soon.